What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Fabrice back with another video. This time we're talking LeBron versus KD. Uh, I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I'm a LeBron fan, but most of all, more importantly, I'm a Kobe fan. So I don't have any bias in all of this right here. I really don't care. But I think I'm gonna just put this out there. I think LeBron is a better overall player than Kevin Durant. I think, far as career goes, LeBron gonna have a way better career than Kevin Durant will probably have. Kevin Durant's career will be looked at to me as him going to the Golden State Warriors to win a championship. I think he's probably going to play one more season with Golden State, and then he's going to leave for a max contract because Golden State is not going to be able to afford him, Draymond, Steph Curry, and Thompson. There's no way they'll be able to afford all of those players. And I think LeBron probably would leave Cleveland next year if Kyrie leaves, but I'm not sure. The only reason I think Kyrie is actively trying to leave uh, Cleveland is because he probably heard LeBron was getting ready to leave Cleveland, and he probably got to get up out of there. But when it comes to LeBron versus KD, LeBron is by far, I want to say way better player than Kevin Durant. I don't see Kevin Durant being the defensive player as LeBron is. LeBron is an overall great, like when I say great defender, he can hold from 1 to 5. From 1 to 5, and he holds it and then he goes out and get a triple double. Like, for him to have that much energy and not to be tired, I know I might lose this game, I don't care, I feel like talking. But for him to have that much energy on defense, to come back and be his team leading scorer on offense is a huge thing. And a lot of players can't do that. Like Kevin Durant don't guard the best player on the team. Like he's not a defensive stopper. He's too light. LeBron is fucking 6'9", 270. Oh, he's slimmed down. He's probably smaller than that now, but he can guard big mans. He can guard guards and keep up with them, like without help. And he night in and night out, he goes out there and stop their best player on the team. Kevin Durant, he's more of just offensive player, and I think if he ever loses his shooting touch, it might take away from his offense because what helps him out a lot is a lot of people are scared of his step back three or him just pulling up for the three. And I said that about Curry in another video, but it's true. Like he can get to the rack, but when you're one dimensional like that, when a lot of people like focus on your 3-point shot, then you're gonna have a problem once you start getting older and going away. But he don't play defense, so he probably can last longer than LeBron. LeBron's body is probably going to be freaking worn out by the time he gets through. But we look at overall careers and everything. Man, LeBron just has it all. Like MVPs, championships. Like I think he has a scoring title, defensive play. Like he does everything on the court that leads a team. LeBron went to like a lot of people say LeBron teamed up with Miami to win Wade to win a championship. Wade already had a ring. And Miami wasn't that good for LeBron went to that team anyway. Like, yeah, he went there and they started winning, but LeBron actually led the team. Kevin Durant went to a team with 3 All-Stars. Like, an MVP, they just won a championship. Like, think about that. He went to a team that just won a championship the year before. They just won a championship. Like, they was had the best record in the history of basketball. And he went to that team, so they was winning without him. Miami wasn't winning without LeBron before LeBron went there, and that's just facts. Like they wasn't winning at all. So it's different. It's a different situation that LeBron went to than Kevin Durant to. Kevin Durant went to a team that they were up 3-1 on in the playoffs, and they should have won. They should have beat that team. Like you don't go to a team that just freaking came back from down 3-1. You should have beat them. So y'all had the team to beat Golden State, and you ended up leaving. Like I wonder how long it was planned out for. Like did he consider it like a long time ago? Was it a spur of the moment thing? Because they said he texted Draymond and was like, "Let's go." To me, you got 3 All-Stars on one team. 4 All-Stars. I regress. 4 All-Stars on one team. And that's the difference. LeBron is just a freaking freak of nature. And if anybody denies LeBron greatness, you are a straight up hater. And I am not the biggest LeBron fan. Like I am a Kobe fan and he's retired, so I don't really care about other players. I just watch basketball. Like LeBron does it all, and if you don't like his game, you a hater. Like you can't name a reason why you don't like his game. Like you got Skip Bayless and all them saying, "Oh, you don't show up in the finals." LeBron got 3 titles. You got other great players with 0 titles, like 0 titles, but they don't get the same scrutiny as LeBron James. It's not LeBron's fault that social media is big. He was hyped up coming out of high school. He lived up to it. Like it'd have been different if LeBron was a #1 pick, came into the league, and didn't live up to his hype. He lived up to his height the moment that he touched the league. Like, if LeBron would have had a Westbrook, like LeBron could go to any roster and make them a conference finals team. I'm not going to say an NBA champion team, but he can make them easily a conference finals team, and we've seen him done it in the past. We've seen him take Cleveland Cavaliers when you can't even name people off that roster to the freaking finals. And then I think they got beat by the Spurs. Like, it don't matter. He took that team with no-name people, to the finals. That's a huge accomplishment. And everybody like to compare LeBron to Jordan. Like, Jordan didn't have any help. Jordan had loads of help. Every year they won a championship, he had help. Pippen wasn't just out there doing nothing. You had freaking Dennis Rodman, who left Detroit and went to the Bulls, Defensive Player of the Year. Like, they had a roster. He had shooters around him. Like, Jordan ain't had a sorry team, but everybody keeps saying Jordan didn't need help. Yes, he did. Like, if it wasn't when Scottie Pippen wasn't there, they didn't win any championships. So it's like, yeah, he needed Scottie Pippen, and everybody needs that teammate. But we saw LeBron take his team to the finals on occasions where you can't even name a person off the roster. Like, that's unthinkable. But you're going to have people who hate on LeBron for no apparent reason. And I don't like the Jordan comparison because it was different eras. Like, I look at this era as being more of a score-driven era. The one back then was more of a defensive era. Like, people in the league now can score. Like, they are more advanced in scoring and dribbling. Back then, man, I'm looking back then. Like, I don't compare freaking Bill Russell championships to Kobe championships. Because look at the competition Bill Russell was playing against. I'm not down in the competition, but really go back and study Wilt Chamberlain and freaking Bill Russell's, the people that was playing. Like, yeah, people dribbling with one hand. Like, I mean, I know it's just that era, but still, like, I don't like when people compare the two. They're two different eras. Like, don't compare the 90s with the 2000s. Like, LeBron came in, 14 years ago? Like, Jordan stopped playing freaking in the 2000s when he was in the Wizards. Like, played for the Wizards. I don't know what exact year, but I know it was the 2000s. But, like, that's why I don't like when they be like, oh, this player better than Oscar Robertson. This player better than Maverick and Pistol Pete. And, like, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I'll take it. Like, he's better than Pistol Pete. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, you go look at some video footage of games being played back then, and you put a Russell Westbrook or LeBron in what you don't think LeBron would have had 100-point game back then? Playing against those type of players, like, nothing against him, but just look at the league when black people started playing in the league. Like, it wasn't black dominant, and nowadays you have people who go out and Kobe scored 81 points on Toronto. Imagine what he would have got back in the days. That's why I don't compare players. But you look at LeBron. I'm gonna just pause it for a minute and go over LeBron accolades and Kevin Durant. Let's just talk about it for a minute. All right. So LeBron has been in the league 2008 to 2017. So Kevin Durant came in the league 2014. All right. So there's some years apart, but Kevin Durant championship rings 1. LeBron championship rings 3, already ahead of him. All right, Kevin Durant been in the league for 10 years. LeBron been in for 14 years. Playoffs played. Kevin Durant played in 7 playoff series. LeBron played in 12. Kevin Durant went to 8 All-Star. LeBron went to 13. Kevin Durant has 1 MVP season. LeBron has 4. Kevin Durant has 1 Finals MVP. LeBron has 3. Kevin Durant has 5 NBA All-First teams. LeBron has 11. all NBA team selections, total selection, Kevin Durant has 7, LeBron has 13. All defensive, Kevin Durant has 0. And that what me would separate and makes LeBron way better than Kevin Durant. When you're getting first team offense and first team defense, so you're doing on both ends of the court, you're a complete player. That kind of puts you ahead of anybody in the field to me. Like he's a two-way player, not just a one-way player. Like you're first team all defense and first team all offense. Kevin Durant has 4 scoring titles. LeBron has 1. Both of them has a Rookie of the Year. Kevin Durant averaged 27.2 points a game. LeBron averaged 27.1. Rebound 7.2, 7.3. They're kind of similar in that. Assists per game. And we talking about LeBron, who's 270 something pounds. 7 assists per game for his career. 7. Kevin Durant 3.8. So he's out here getting points. He's out here passing the ball, and he'll go down and lock your best defenders up. And you telling me people actually think he's not better than Kevin Durant? LeBron is probably the greatest player on this planet. And like I said, we take LeBron talent for granted because I don't see another player coming in that's going to match his skill set and to be able to do it both ways and entertain the way he does. And he gets a lot of hate for no reason. Like people hate LeBron just because he's good. And a lot of people do that. They used to hate Kobe because Kobe's good. Like why hate somebody because they're good? Like you have no reasons. You can't come up with no valid points to say why you hate him. Like why? And I'm gonna keep repeating. I'm not a LeBron fan whatsoever. Like I don't care. But you can't deny his greatness. And to me, he's closer to Jordan and Kobe than anybody else. Like that's to me, my top 3 players are in no order. I'm saying Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Just because I'm biased because I'm a big Kobe fan. But LeBron does his thing, and for anybody to deny that just because he went to the finals a certain amount of time and lost, at least he got to the finals. Like players in the Hall of Fame have never made it to the finals whatsoever. At least LeBron got there. And look at some of the teams. Look at the team he took there when he got drafted by the Cavaliers. So you got to look at that. You think Kevin Durant would have been able to take that squad, that Cavaliers squad, to the finals? There's no way possible he could have done that. Because LeBron was doing it all defense and everything, locking up everybody's best man. Look, Kevin Durant's not a great defensive player. And that's just facts. LeBron James, for his total career, has 28,787 points already. Kevin Durant, 19,000. Not saying Kevin Durant ain't going to catch him because he's a great scorer. He's going to be in the league now since LeBron been in 14. He's been in, 8 or something? He's probably going to catch him soon. I don't know. That's a lot of points to be ahead of. But I'm just saying, LeBron scores, man. He scores. And he does it with high field goal percentages. Like, he's just a great player, man. I can't take that from him. And, like, it's just crazy the way people hate on that, man. I don't care where he goes. If he goes to the Lakers next year, I'll be very happy. But no matter what team he's going to, I feel like he's going to make them good. No matter what. He can go to fucking... He's the worst team in the league last year. I don't know. Let's just spitball Charlotte. No, Charlotte. I think Charlotte made the play. Let's just say he goes to... I'm trying to think who the worst team was. Philly? Philly or the Lakers was the worst team last year. Well, Philly has a good roster right now. But say he would have went to Philadelphia when they had like the 0 freaking on that long streak without winning. He could have gone and made those boys a playoff team. Like, he could have. Like, but people don't like that's how you got to look at people's accomplishment. Could he go to a sorry team and make them good? Like, can Kevin Durant go? He probably can make them okay, but can he make them a winning, scary team? I don't think so. I don't think he could because I think LeBron leadership on the floor and him willing to play defense, getting involved everywhere on the court, being able to bring the ball up court, be a point guard, be a shooting guard, be a power forward, be able to post centers up. Like that's the thing, and like LeBron probably will go down to me if he continued to play. That's probably the greatest player ever. And that's hard to say with Michael Jordan on there, but like I said, LeBron just is all around talent, man. Like he does it all. Jordan was good, but Jordan don't have the same skill set as LeBron. Could my biggest thing is, could Jordan lock LeBron down? No. Could LeBron lock Jordan down? Possibly. Not saying he could, but it's a possibility because of his wingspan, height, and weight wise. Do you think Jordan could handle freaking LeBron on the court one-on-one, or even with a team? Like, no. I think LeBron has a better chance of stopping Jordan and Jordan having a better chance of stopping LeBron. And that's just facts to me because the way LeBron play and the way Jordan play. And they play two separate, well, LeBron play every position, but they play two separate kind of styles. And I don't think he could. Like, I think Jordan and Kobe are kind of like the matchup that I would want to see rather than LeBron because I honestly think LeBron would beat him. Like, I honestly think he would. And it's probably because I grew up in the LeBron era and I didn't grow up in the Jordan era. So, like, and I watched Jordan, like, freaking, he had this DVD package came out with like 6 discs talking about his whole lifestyle. And I enjoyed it, but, like, looking at LeBron overall career when it's done, like, I think LeBron probably can go down as one of the greatest players or the top or the number one greatest player ever because he does it all. Like, there's going to be, like, I don't think there's going to be another player that matches LeBron's skills in probably years, man. And we taking it for granted. We always talking about, like, criticizing his, like, you got people criticizing his Instagram post. This man in the gym getting it in, just posting for his fans. And we got people criticizing that. Like, how do you criticize somebody working out? Like, if he wasn't, what if he was posting just out getting drunk and do people criticize freaking anybody else for posting on stuff? Like, this man want to interact with his fans. When it's time to ball, he go out and ball. What are you mad about? Like, why is LeBron name always in people's mouth? Like, the dude is a great talent, man. And I maybe because I grew up in his generation and watched him, Kobe play and stuff like that, I might be biased, but I can guarantee you, I think the conversation is going to be who's after LeBron when his career is finished. Like, that man is great, man. And I'm glad I've witnessed him ball out the way he did, man. Even though I wanted to see him in a dunk contest when he first came in the league, he never did. But I think he's going to win a couple more championships before he retire. And I think he's probably going to switch team next year. I think Kevin Durant is going to switch team next year. And it's not next year, well, the season after next year, 2018 season. I think he's going to switch teams. I don't know where he's going to go, but I think he's going to leave. Dan Gilbert, I don't think is a good owner for him. But yeah, I think LeBron is good. He's not overhyped. Like, he's not an overhyped player. He was overhyped coming out of high school, but he lived up to the expectation times too. Like, it's not like he came and just was a straight up bum. LeBron came and got buckets and took a team to the finals. Not his first year, I think, but he still took a garbage team. I think he's had Eric Snow. I don't know if Varejao was on his team. I think Varejao, I think it was, what's the tall guy named the center? I can't think of his name. Ilgauskas. I think that was his name, Ilgauskas. Took them to the finals, and he did his thing. But like I said, in my opinion, to end this, I'm going to say when LeBron's career is finished, he's going to go down as the greatest, probably the greatest player to ever touch basketball. And a lot of people say Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. The only reason I don't put them in that because of the talent they were playing against. Like, they wasn't playing against no real talent. And I watched some dudes dribble up and down the court with one hand. That would be stolen in this day's era because basketball is more advanced than it was back then. And they have a great commissioner, but I think LeBron probably would be number one, Jordan, and then Kobe, and then anybody else y'all want to put in there that follows them. But I think that's my top 3. And I'm out. If you like the video, you got any comments to make sure you hit that like button. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. We can debate about this all day and go over stats, LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan stats, but that's just my thing. I'm out.